You're live, it says. There's the link. All right. I don't do too good with Italy. I do better with France. Much better. Where's the people? Nobody gonna pop in and say hello? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Shamazel. Austin Pfeffer Incorporated. Do 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 do. And there's no one. No one at all. Really getting into that Crusader Kings 3. That's a pretty cool game. I wonder if Travis has tried that. Pretty cool game indeed. You can hear the birds out there today. Spring's here. What do I want to play? Maybe I could play some football. EA Sports is in the game. One time it used to be. Fucking every new game anymore on EA is just new. Though I played the PlayStation 4 Madden and the Xbox X Madden and the Xbox is way better. And same with the PS5, I guess. If you played that one. What the hell is these two? Hey, how's it going, Bucky? How are you? Just kicking around, not doing too much. Playing. Just gonna play a little football. Yeah, Philadelphia Eagles, and I'm going up against Dallas. Put all his pause. Oh, hold on. I guess I gotta do it. There. Still trying to get used to that controller because ever since the '90s, excuse me, oh, I've been used to the old PlayStation. I'm thinking of getting a PlayStation 5 maybe this summer. I don't know. So anyway, I'm gonna throw this on so I can read the chat. Oh, that sucks, man. My dad, he had a cold there not long ago, but I didn't get it. Out of all my family, my sisters there, my one sister, well, they both have kids, but my one sister's kids were. That's probably how my dad got the cold because they weren't feeling well. Yeah. So what have you been up to? I got your books ready to read the graphic novel ones, and I got it in order. Just a second. Just give me a second. I'll tell you. I got them in order for the way I'm going to read them. This it's just there's no reason. I not that I don't like one or I like one better than the other, but this is this is how I'm gonna go. That one's gonna be first. That you got me. That'll be second. I like the cover on that, and then that'll be the last. Um, to be honest with you, I'm reading this one first. Sorry, I mixed that up. There, I'm reading this one first, and this one second, and this one last. The reason is because uh, I kind of have a feeling just because the cover, I like this one the best, but I don't know. So I'm gonna like do that one last. That cover I really like, so I thought that'd be like a medium. And not that I don't like that cover, I really like that cover a lot. So those two were tough to pick when we first, but I haven't checked them out at all yet. But it's like I said, I wasn't like I'm not, I wasn't shitting you, man. I was thinking about grabbing a couple of these up off of Amazon. There's this one that I want to get. It's an EC Comics collection. It's about 50 bucks Canadian. Yeah, I want to get that big time. So I don't know, but then when the summer comes, I don't do too much reading once the summer comes because outdoors, pool, boat, live on the water. There's a lot of stuff to do besides reading. But in the winter, and we got a long, cold winter, we can do a lot of reading. Yeah, you won't have to wait long on that. I'm not. Those ones are getting read before the summer. No, I'm gonna start those like within the week. I'll start those. But I savor it, like wine. I don't just jump right into it because then it's over. Yeah, a long time ago, Land Sea Air Canada, he sent me some stuff too, and uh, the Bigfoot hat and the Bigfoot shirt and stuff like that, and also the like a little notepad thing. He sent me that there a couple of years ago. The other one he sent me just not long ago. I have to send him something. I already have it ready. I can't. I don't want to show you. I have it right. Where is it? It's right there. But I can't show it to you because I don't want him popping in, then he might see it. But yeah, I have to send him something because he sent me stuff twice. One thing I won a contest was with the hat and the shirt. It was pretty easy because it was like name another name another way to call Sasquatch or Bigfoot in a Native American language, and I can't remember which one I told him. It's just because that was pretty easy. Bigfoot has, because I live right near, well, not now, I'm about half an hour, 20 minutes, no, 15 minutes away from a reserve, a native reserve. But I grew up on one where it was like a 5-minute walk from my house. Hold on, let me see here. Jason Lash, and New Mexico Kid will be coming back soon. Um, yeah, when you do that, sorry, I forget the IWC or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? Those cards. Yeah, I like when you do that. You should do the like at least one a month minimum, like because yeah, I can't remember if I asked you this last time or not, but when you had that one where it was like you and Jeremy putting on, and then you showed the cards, and I think it was the one where you had Bundy in it and Piper. I can't remember if I asked you last time, but do you roll the dice yourself and Jeremy rolls the opponent dice? Like, do you guys play against each other, or Jeremy not into that, or that's a pretty fun game, I think. I wish I had people to play it with, but nah, they're all gotten old. And the one guy I used to play it with, he lives. We used to live right 2-minute walk from each other, but now he's got a kid and he lives about 35 minutes from me, but he's not into it. Yeah, IWS, that's the name of it. Oh yeah, you should get both of you doing it. Get Jeremy, hey Jeremy, man, let's have a match. Excuse me, pick your favorite guy. I'll pick my favorite guy and let Jeremy roll, and you roll against each other. It's nothing. It's so fun when you play against somebody. It really is. That's how I started it, eh? I never played by myself. It was just me and my friend Edward all the time. We used to play that all the time, man. Oh, so fun back then. Right on. Yeah, my friend and I used to like writing the shows, and we used to like because I'm a pretty good well, I haven't done it in years, but I used to be a pretty good artist. So I used to draw out wrestlers and stuff. We'd have our own wrestlers, have the same size of the card and moves on the back. I know you can buy blank cards from Singer and do your own, but I'm talking back when the game first came out and there was no internet and those type of cards, just the original black and white set. And then we got the first three expansions. And then by the time the third expansion came, we were like at that age where we were hitting high school, second year of high school, and we started getting hanging out with different people, doing different things. But when we were first playing, I think we were in grade 6 or 7 when we first started. But once high school came, like I think the second year, we stopped hanging around each other. Not that we weren't enemies or anything, just went different ways. He started hanging out with different people. I started hanging out with different people. I joined the football team, ice hockey team, chasing around girls. He was more into getting grades. It's funny how life goes. He did all the studying, and I did all the fun stuff, and then I ended up more successful than him. But I don't know, that's the way it goes. Yeah, my dog hasn't had those snacks that you guys gave us. Those 3 bags. Still haven't given them to her yet. When I do, I'll film it for you. She's got so many snacks as it is, but she'll be getting them. Oh, I don't want to hear that. Yeah. They got this one game on. See, with this thing called the Xbox Game Pass, play all these shit ton of games for free. I'm really into this one called Crusader Kings. Hold on. No, no, I only know the tick while I'm talking about the tick. No, there used to be a cartoon, I think, but I was too old for it. I was like, I think they had this tick cartoon, but I was like, way, it was just way not. I was just way into other things. I was totally, my life just like flipped around where I wasn't into like Phil Singer cards or comic books or anything like that. I just kind of went, and I was just more focused on stuff like football and hockey and chasing after girls that didn't want me. A couple did, a lot of them didn't. But that was fun. I think I might even have a picture. Put that. I'll have to show you that to you. So next time I'm watching live. Got a picture, I was young in high school, really long. Where did they put that? Oh well, not a big deal. You wouldn't even recognize me. Yeah, that's pretty cool that Jeremy helped out with that food drive thing there, that paper clipping or the newspaper article you sent me. Well, you sent me part of the paper. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It'd be pretty fun hanging out with Jeremy for a day doing something. Just oh, my dog just opened the door. I thought you were outside. Tore it all up. I gotta fix this bed for you. Yeah, that's not even my bed. This used to be like my what was it originally? I think I just used to watch TV in here. I didn't think I even had a computer originally. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's pretty cool that you guys are animal people. Yeah, I got a couple of friends that are not really close friends, but they're friends, and they're real big on animals too. Treat their animals better than their kids. Spoiled, spoiled. Yeah, so it was snowing today, wet snow, not much, and yesterday we had a snowstorm. So it's finally going to be over. I'm looking out this window here right now, and the sky's just gray. Like we have gray skies basically from like October till almost like basically April. And we have a really low suicide rate for countries. And I always thought that Canada would have a high suicide rate because living in the gray skies, you think it'd depress people, but I guess you just get born and used to it. Yeah, your one dog's name I know, but the other dog's name, you got two dogs, right? The one, I'm forgetting both names, but the one I know, if you gave me two names, I'd pick the right one. But the other one, I forget. Yeah, my dog's, I think, like, must be 10 years old by now. Reese. Reese is the one I remember, the name Reese. But I forget the name of the other one. That's the reason I remember Reese is because I like Reese's Pieces and Reese's Buttercups and shit like that. Reese is one of my favorite chocolates as an adult. But as a kid, it was Mr. Big. Man, I like Mr. Big. I think I told you you can buy this Mr. Big. It's like about this big. Fucking my buddy that died there, tiny, he ate the whole thing. Boom, 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 boom. He ate it like a normal chocolate bar. Yeah. Yeah, I just know the one name of your dog, Reese. The other one I know because you've mentioned it before. I just always forget that one, but I always remember Reese. Chillin' like a villain. Yuki. Yeah, okay, yeah. Man. Oh, you got three. Oh yeah, yeah, the husky. I forgot that husky. I've seen that in some, yeah, in some videos and series where he's laying on the bed. I see another one when you and Jeremy are one of you are sitting out in the chair doing whatever. And the dogs are running around wanting to go to the glass door, side door thing. Yeah, dogs are pretty cool. They poop a lot, but they're pretty cool. Always let you know when there's danger, whether it's the mailman or real danger or a squirrel. My dog hates squirrels. I don't know about yours, but my dog hates squirrels. Okay, I guess I'd explain why the dog wasn't on his bed. Yeah, I like cats too. I don't got no cats. Used to when I was younger, but get older, I don't know. I just don't want a cat. You get cats are weird. You can get like the best cat, have like the best cat in the world, and then you can have another cat where all it does is claw everything all up. I'm not gonna go for that. And plus, I'm not gonna get a declawed cat. That's cruel. Oh, really? Oh, mine hates squirrels. It killed a little fucking cute little chipmunk. She killed a chipmunk last summer. She's always trying to get squirrels. She hates birds. She hates all dogs until she meets them. Sassy Sue. That's cool. That's cool, man. Sassy Sue. My last cat was called Boo Boo. He had a name, but everybody called him Boo Boo. I forget what his real name was, but nobody called him his real name. They just called him Boo Boo. He was one of those cats that liked everybody. My sister, she has this thing where they're a cat rescue center that her and her bunch of friends run. They go out and rescue cats and shit, and then try to get them a new home. So what are you and Jeremy doing? Watching anything? What do you got? Anything cool planned for supper? I gotta go up and about at 4:30. It's 3:52 right now. I'm gonna go up at 4:30 and I'm gonna start making supper. I'm gonna make a toasted Western omelet sandwich with and then when I got your omelet, your bread, and a slice of cheese, I'm gonna have a slice of pea meal bacon and a couple slices of real bacon. That can. I don't mean to brag, but I'm pretty good for cooking. I wouldn't want to have to cook for a living and do it for every day, like every single day, because then might lose the passion. But when you cook at your own pace, it's a little different. Because when I was in high school, I used to like work at a pizzeria and got all the free pizza I could eat, but and that was great. But boy, that's a lot of hard work in the fast food industry. It's a lot. You do a lot of work. People don't realize that too, because people that make your food, they got to do a lot of work, and then they don't just like make your food. They got to like do the prep work and then clean up. And it's a lot of work. I always respect people in the fast food industry. Always playing on Switch. Oh yeah, my one of my best friends growing up, Leonard. His dad, he liked Mystery Science Theater or whatever. What the hell is that? The one from? Is that? Am I getting it right? Was it called Mystery Science Theater? I don't remember 3000, but was there something that sounded like Mystery Science Theater from like the 70s or the 80s? Because his dad used to watch it all the time. It was on. You had to leave the. You couldn't be in the same room because he didn't want to hear nobody talking. I'd have to ask him something that sounded like that Mystery Science Theater, but it wasn't what you watch. It was kind of like these like Twilight Zone type shows. I don't know. My dad, I asked him about it when I was a kid. He knew what I was talking about. My dad didn't watch it. My dad was really big on the Twilight Zone. That's what he got me into that. We used to watch the 24-hour. Well, we didn't watch all 24 hours, but my dad used to tape it on the VCR back when I was a kid. And every year it came out January 1st, 24 hours, Twilight Zone. Mexican chicken sandwich. Sounds pretty good. I had a pizza for supper last night. And then I think I was talking to you about these menus, eh? Well, I got 10 of them right now. Last night's pizza was 10. So I can get a free small. Next time I order, I only order a small. It's just me and. But I'll read this to you. Here's how it goes. You got 10 menus, get a free small. Then it really jumps up 18 menus for a medium. Then only it'd be stupid to get a medium because if you just save up two more, for 20 you get a large. And then for 25 menus, you get an extra large. I usually just get the small. I got the extra large a couple times last summer. That's because I had some company over and it saved me $30 because it was free. I didn't have to order the pizza and everybody got fed. Yeah, I really like Mexican food. So does my dad. When I was younger, and my sisters and all that, we all lived together. My dad worked at Northern Telecom, it was called, and they asked him if he wanted a job. They offered him a job transfer. He could stay if he wanted to, or else he'd go to San Jose, and then that's where he would have lived to this day. But my mom said, well, "I'm not moving to San Jose." So my dad went in the next day and said, "No, I can't take it." He would have got more money too and all that. But and then my dad, he used to go down to San Jose for work. He said they had some amazing Mexican food in San Jose, just amazing. Yeah, I could really go for it. Chicken sandwich. I never had that before. I don't want it very often, but one thing I don't mind once in a while is a chicken salad sandwich. Once in a while, and it has to be on white bread. I'm very picky. I don't like too many things on brown or whole wheat. I'm flexible, but I'm picky. Like if I'm gonna have a sub, there's no way that's not gonna be a white bun. I will not eat it. Well, I can't say I will not. If it was free, I guess I would. But like I wouldn't order or make a sub on a brown. I just don't like that. I like it white, like the unhealthy white bread. What do you mean? How did get you? How did I get my dog? It's a rescue dog. It was a puppy. Anyways, and I had a Doberman that died. I had a Dobermans for years, years and years. Dobermans, 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 Dobermans. My sister knew I was in the market for a puppy. That she was talking about this dog, and I said, "No, I don't want that. I want a Doberman," and blah blah blah. And then my sister was bringing it around. We'll just get to know the dog. Blah blah blah. And I didn't want nothing to do with it. And she kept on. The, her name's Chloe, right? That's the name that came with her. Like, but I called her Moochie Chew because she kept mooching for everything. And the reason I call her Chew is she used to chew my hand, and when I'd be walk anywhere I'd walk, she is like it's like she was holding my hand, but instead of holding it, she was like lightly chewing it. She's just a puppy, eh? And I don't know, took a good month before I even wanted anything to do with her. And I was sitting in this room when she was young. I think it was about 2 or 3 months after she started living here. And I was sitting in the room, and I thought I heard some whining, so I opened this door. I think I was playing on my PlayStation. And then she looked at me, and then she was looking at the bed. She was looking at me, and she was looking at the bed, and I was like, "What? You want to go on the bed?" Once I said, "Do you want to go on the bed?" She knew the word because apparently she used to lay on this other guy's bed, the one rescued her. Anyway, so she jumped up on the bed, and she won't go to sleep anywhere in the whole house. Took over this room, took it right over. Like that was supposed to be a guest bed. Like for when my friend comes down. The one guy who's seen the video before, not Tiny, Doug. For what's that one video you called him? Detective Doug, the guy with the glasses. Well, he used to sleep in here 'cause he lives about half hour away from me. When he'd come down, he used to sleep in here. But that was 10 years ago. But the dog took over, so now he sleeps in the other guest room, which is over there. But yeah, this because me and my friend we just sit here, drink beer and whatever, and play video games, and then he'd go to sleep there, and I'd go back upstairs and go to bed. Next thing you know, the dog took over, and he was going to go to bed one night. And I said, "You can't sleep there now. I got your bed made up in the other room." He's like, "Why?" I said, "Because the dog, the dog sleeps there now, man." Oh, but yeah, it was a rescue dog. You know where they have like a shitty life, and the owner don't want it. And they had this. It's the same thing with my sister. How I just told you earlier. How her and her friends have that cat rescue. With some other people have like that dog rescue things. She's half pit bull, half Rottweiler. Pitweiler. Really intelligent. I know everybody says the dog's smart, but she's smarter than my Dobermans, and they were smart. She'll shake her collar, eh, and to make the tag noise if she wants outside, so I can hear her. Like so, let's just say I'm somewhere in the house and I hear the ching ching ching. I'll come downstairs and she's standing by the door. She's like saying, "Hey, I want to go outside." Or else I'll hear ching ching ching. I'll come downstairs. She'll be standing in front of her water dish. Her water dish is empty. That's pretty smart, in my opinion. Not that I have the smartest dog in the world. I'm just saying every dog proves to people they're pretty smart in their own little way. But my sister had a dog. Man, he was dumb. Like he wasn't retarded, but he was just this goofy dumb dog. He was the size of a fucking house too. It was a Malibu or whatever you call them. Great big monstrous things. It's like the size of a wolf. Oh yeah. I don't think I ever seen that one in here. Yeah. So Jeremy. Oh yeah. I asked you, but I don't think you did anything back. Or I didn't read the response. Did Jeremy like the Corvette scene? Where he's talking with Jerry, and then he borrows Jerry's Corvette, and then he flies to Earth, and then he shows up, and but the leprechaun's gone. Um, I was wondering if Jeremy liked that scene I made for him. Stanky Dank. I knew when I saw that right underneath there. I didn't see the name at first. I just saw "Let's Go Pens." I knew immediately that wasn't Bucky 749. Yeah, you better keep saying "Let's Go Pens," man, because you guys might miss the playoffs, like for real. But hey, if there's any consolation, yeah, okay, I'm glad you like that scene. If there's any consolation, missing the playoffs, if you're ever going to miss the playoffs, this is the year to miss the playoffs because this is the best draft since Crosby, hands down. The second player, the second player in the draft, they say is equal to Austin Matthews. And the first player they say is like going to be better than Crosby and McDavid. So you could get it, man. You missed the playoffs. I wouldn't be one bit shocked the way Bettman loves those Penguins. Bettman would be saying, "Oh well, Crosby's getting old. Maybe we better give Briard to Pittsburgh." Ooh, with that piss Philadelphia media off. Yeah, I'm glad you liked that scene, man. I like making those scenes with Jeremy being like those cool ones. Yeah, you're pretty close. Let me take a look right now, Dank. Let me take a look, just for shit and giggles. Actually, I'm not. I don't want you to miss the playoffs. The reason I don't want you to miss the playoffs is I don't want you getting one of these draft picks this year in the top 16. Okay, stats, standings. Where is Pittsburgh? Why? I'll click wild card. Oh, geez, Pittsburgh. Okay. Oh, wow. So Pittsburgh's got a wild card spot right now. So the two wild card holders. Number one, the New York Islanders with 83 points. Number two, the last and only one left, is Pittsburgh with 82. Behind Pittsburgh is Florida. Florida has 79 points. They both have the same amount of games left, 9 games left. Pittsburgh loses 3 games in a row or something like that, and then they're fucked. If not, they keep playing the way they are, they'll make the playoffs. Who would they play though? They would play. Oh, ouch! You would play Boston. No, you might want to miss the playoffs. Oh shit! You play Boston. Ouch! Boston. Oh boy, I don't think anybody's going to beat Boston this year. I haven't seen a team that powerful in I don't know 20 years since the Red 30 25 years since maybe since the Red Wings. Like I'm not even talking Detroit or Pittsburgh or nothing. Like just this one year. I'm not talking like a franchise, but just 1 year. Boston's looks like a juggernaut. Yeah, but I mean if Pittsburgh wins the last wild card spot when the playoffs start, Pittsburgh would play Boston. If Pittsburgh can get to the number one wild card spot, then they play Carolina. But it looks like you're playing Boston. And the funny thing is, because I'm not a real big Bruin fan, because Philadelphia Bruins used to have a lot of rivalries when I was a kid. Pittsburgh sucked back then, so they didn't have a rivalry because Pittsburgh didn't make the playoffs very much. But Philadelphia always ran into either Montreal or Boston trying to get to the cup and win it. So I have more hatred as a kid growing up towards Boston. I never hated Pittsburgh until Lemieux. And that was only because Lemieux was scoring 5, 6 fucking goals a game against my team. You wouldn't like that either. I don't know. I really don't know if you did. And if you did, you know yourself, buddy. Playoff hockey's all different. You can play. You can lose every game of that series during the season, and then when the playoff starts, that team that lost all those games, they win the series. So you know yourself, the playoffs. It's a brand new game. Brand new game. It's almost like the regular season wasn't even real. Everything gets turned up. The shitty teams can win. Like that one year, they had the last they had New Jersey versus somebody in the finals. New Jersey was the last team seed wise in the East, and the last team seed wise in the West went in the finals. It was the first time ever that the lowest seeds ever went to the finals. It was New Jersey and somebody. New Jersey won the cup. I can't remember, but I had to look it up and don't feel like it. Yeah, Bucky there. I don't know. Bucky only he seems to talk only football. I don't think hockey's too popular down there in New Mexico. But Stanky there, he's from Pittsburgh, and hockey's pretty damn popular in Pittsburgh. You might be playing Boston in 4 weeks as well. Man, you don't want that. But oh, be right back. I gotta go pee. Oh, I see something new here. The hockey related thing. Oh yeah, yeah. Does New Mexico even have a hockey team for anything down there? I know they don't for any of the minor leagues. I'm gonna look that up right now. New Mexico ice hockey. New Mexico Ice Wolves. Albuquerque, New Mexico. Albuquerque. The last time I heard that was on the Simpsons. Albuquerque, New Mexico. You that's where they are. Huh. Never heard of them before. New Mexico Ice Wolves. That's neat. New Mexico Ice Wolves. The logo almost kind of looks like the Colorado, or sorry, the Arizona, or oh yeah, Arizona Coyotes. Yeah, thinking Phoenix, 'cause that's what they used to be, Phoenix Coyotes. Yeah, they must be like below the ECHL. They must be below the ECHL. Yeah, we got lots of those below the ECHL all over Canada. I live a 20-minute drive from an AHL team, the um, Belleville Senators, Ottawa Senators farm team. We go see a couple games. We usually go see 2 or 3 games a year. Well, we missed out on the when the COVID happened, but last time we were at a game, they had an exhibition game at the or at the Belleville Arena between Toronto and, or sorry, between Toronto and Ottawa Senators. And it was an NHL exhibition game for like $30. So Jeremy, yeah, okay. First for Bucky, that's cool. I didn't know you guys did something like that. That's yeah. Tell Jeremy that well, I play out too, but I also can play goalie. There's some masks that were game worn by me. Those two masks, game worn by me. And as for Stank, there was this thing that they wanted to do. Oh, I think it was back in the '90s, where the NFL did a proposal thing to the CFL, which is the Canadian Football League, which I can't stand. It's horrible. We don't even have this. We have different rules. It's terrible. NFL all the way. That's it. You do the NFL or nothing. But anyway, the NFL wanted to do this thing, try to make it the CFL like a minor league and send talent down to them and bring it up. And the CFL didn't want nothing to do with it. Yeah, so weird. But it would have looked bad on the CFL's legacy because they've been around for 200 plus years. And then next thing you know, they're a professional Canadian. Now they're NFL minor league. So they weren't going to go for it. But fuck, they would have got a lot of money. Hey, hold on here, Bucky, before I read what you wrote. I wanted to ask Stank something. I saw on Twitter today they're talking about in Philadelphia that don't drink the tap water, and something happened with the river near there. Did that affect Pittsburgh too? Did you guys get a warning not to drink your tap water, or is that just Philadelphia? Yeah, I seen the first one, man. I might have seen the second one. The first one was really cool. I think I might have only seen the first one. I might have seen the second one. It was a while ago. I probably did. But if there's any more, the first two, I didn't see any of them. But don't waste your time on shit like that. You got to watch Slapshot. It's the only movie if you're a hockey fan. Slapshot. I my friend used to his favorite team used to be the Ducks. That's cool. Cool for you. And yeah, I seen that they can't drink the water there. Some chemical spill in the river, New Jersey or something. And so telling Philly don't drink the water. Jeez, that shit happened in Idaho or whatever, Idaho, and fucking holy jeez, what the hell's going on down there? Yeah, I also, Bucky, I have this idea for an art team that we can do that will be really, it will be kind of shorter than usual. But I was thinking of doing, it's kind of like a short one, but it opens up to another one. See, in the summer, I want to do another, like a sort of a zombie one because of all those masks I have, and but I want to open it up, which won't make sense with sort of like a Godzilla theme, and then we'll work into the zombies. Hey, you know how in Philadelphia they have the Philadelphia cheesesteak and everybody knows it? What does Pittsburgh have? I'm not saying that sarcastically. Like, what's something big in Pittsburgh? Like, if you were to say to me, what's big in Canada or whatever, I'd say poutine. Like, what's big in New Mexico and what's big in Pittsburgh? Like, what's like famous, well known? What's a good thing to get when you're in Pittsburgh or New Mexico for food? Like everybody that comes to Canada will always get a poutine. Yeah, okay, no problem, Buck. Oh, I could go for a good sandwich. Yeah, you know, and another thing about Pittsburgh, you know, I don't like Penguins, but it doesn't mean I don't like Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh has got so many cool things like, hey, it's the home of, like, the zombies, man. George A. Romero, Night of the Living Dead, Day of the Dead, man. Pittsburgh, man. Dawn of the Dead. Green chili. I don't mind chili and as long as it's the summer or winter time. Chilling like I'm feeling. Yeah, right on, bro. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing just as well as Stanky Dank, because Stanky Dank's always doing well. Even when he's doing bad, he's doing well. Coughing out a lung just for people like you and me. Just like that. Doing a pale toke. Yeah, I bet you guys can make some good pizza too. Yeah. Oh yeah, I imagine Pittsburgh's got some pretty damn good fucking food. I like sandwiches too. I like how you're talking about that hot fries, gravy. Yeah, fuck yeah, let's do that. No, 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 don't. Yeah, you're right, bro. You're right. No way you can complain on that one. I have. It's funny too. I haven't tried that. It was like since like in my entire life until about maybe 5 years ago. And I was like, wow. It all started with an onion ring on a burger. And I was like, what the hell is this in a pub? I was like, had two onion rings, and then after that, it evolved. Yeah, we got like the same time. It's like 4:19 for me. I'm ready. I don't really do it too often. Most of the time, like that's it talking. Oh yeah, I like a good burrito too. Mm. I make really good chicken wraps. Really, really good ones. I got, you know, Costco. I don't know if you got that in the States or not, Costco, but if they you got it there, yeah, boxes of chicken. Breasts are like the size of a woman's. They're just great big chicken breasts. Really huge. Oh, and they're good chicken too. And oh, taco. Oh, we got 4:20 on my clock. I like. I'm one of those weird people. Like hard shell tacos better. Yeah, no doubt. If I was in New Mexico for a visit, there's no way I would leave without having a taco or checking out an alien. Yeah, I got these fucking books, guys. 420 that man. Bucky there in the chat room. He sent me these graphic novels. Man, he's like kind of like mystery horror. Think Twilight Zone in a way, and Creep Show and Tales from the Crypt all just sunk into one. You never been in New Mexico? That's a good drive for you though, isn't it? From Pittsburgh? What's that about a 6 hour drive? Because I'm thinking it's got to be about 8 hours. Yeah, I like tacos, Bucky. If I was down there, you could take me there, and I'd pay for it. Yeah, yeah. Be fucking stopped right at the border. Yeah, yeah. I've sent some out myself, but I've actually got. Let's see, one, two, three. I think I got 4 gift boxes from people, and they're all Americans too. All you guys, the best ones seem to be Americans. Yeah, actually, I wouldn't do anything bad to something like that. But my the funny thing is, no, listen, man, my dad, his favorite one of his favorite players was Eddie Shack, and he used to play for the Toronto Maple Leafs. But Eddie Shack got traded to Pittsburgh at one time in his career. Eddie cleared the track. Here comes Shaq. And my dad went and bought a Pittsburgh jersey, the old one, not the blue one. It was still the black one, but the old original Penguin, really cool. And it had Eddie Shack's number. I think it was like 23 or something like that. And I used to wear that to school once in a while in grade school. Grade 5, 6, 7, 8. And then by the time I got to grade 9, I realized Penguins were bad enemies. But no, I didn't hate them growing up because, like I said, man, when I grew up, the Penguins weren't good. And I'm not saying that to be mean or be a jerk. They weren't. So they weren't a rival. My rivals were Boston, Montreal, Edmonton Oilers, Quebec Nordiques. They were our rivals. Pittsburgh was never in the playoffs. And if they ever were, they got beat out in best of five, first round every time. But those years are over. You guys made up for that. Oh my God. Yeah. My one friend, his name's Aaron Ewens. He and my other friend Brian Lloyd. Wow. If you ever see that one video I have about a guy ripping a tooth out, the guy that rips the tooth out, that's Brian Lloyd. That rips the guy's tooth out. He's a monster Penguin fan. Monsters Penguin fan. I don't know who those guys hate. They don't. They don't, I don't know if they hate the Flyers or not. I think they have a soft spot in their heart for the Flyers because of me, just to tease me. But I don't really know who they hate. I never asked them that. Maybe it is the Flyers, but maybe it's the Capitals because the Capitals and the Penguins do have a good rivalry too. And then again, there is New Jersey. Everybody hates New Jersey. Yeah, you just said it. It just came through as I was saying that, eh? We don't like New Jersey either. Martin Brodeur, that son of a bitch, stopped us all the time in the conference finals. Yeah, Canada and Bret Hart, eh? Hey, you think Canada, you better think Captain Kirk too. I remember when I was first on the internet. This is back in the '90s, and I got into this big argument with somebody, in a forum or a chat room, and he was telling me Captain Kirk was an American, and I was telling him that William Shatner is from Montreal. Man, he's a Canadian. And then another thing too, if you want to know, Rowdy Roddy Piper, he's from Canada. He's born in Canada too. He's got Scottish heritage. That's not that part's not a lie, but Scott Roddy Piper's from Canada. Sound is cutting off. Well, the sound shouldn't be cutting off. 1 second. Sound is cutting out. That must be a YouTube thing. Nothing on my end. Yeah, my internet is like fast as the flash. The thing I'm watching right now shows it live, like 100%, and then if I go flick over to the channel, you got it's like a 30-second delay or a 15-second delay. Oh yeah, Stank, if you're still there, I'm on Twitch too, but I'm new to it, so we'll talk later. Next time, I'll pop in when catch you on a live stream, and yeah, we'll talk about Twitch, and then we can maybe like add each other. I have to add it through my Xbox and all that because I want to like do some live streaming with my Xbox. All right, so you have a good one, man. Yeah, I gotta go in about 5, 10 minutes. Gotta go upstairs and make supper. After I finish that, then I'm gonna go. Yeah, okay, cool, man. Yeah, Xbox, you can't stream to YouTube. Those guys are, I guess, apparently enemies. I bought the Xbox for one reason, Starfield. That's the only reason I bought it, is to play Starfield, because I can't play it on a PS4 or PS5. But I am going to buy a PS5, which I should probably do this summer or fall, unless I end up buying a bunch more masks. But I'm going to be saving money on masks because I don't have much room. I'm going to get a couple more shelves and stuff. I got like what, one, two, three, four, five there, bunch back there. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Yes, like I said, I don't think it's my anything on my end because I got like really good internet and um, it's YouTube. It's what it is. Plus it has like a little, YouTube has a little delay. The screen I'm watching right now is perfect. Then if I flick over to this other one, which you're watching, yeah, there's like a delay. Yeah, okay. Maybe. It could even been my end. Who knows? But YouTube is choppy. It really is. This is my obviously this isn't my first time live streaming. Yeah, YouTube is a little choppy at times, which is strange because like man, YouTube has a lot of money, so you think they would have their technology, you know, right up there with NASA because they probably have more money than NASA. And the other thing too, on Facebook, if you go live on Facebook, then it also has a shitty delay, and there's no reason for that because like, Facebook has like billions of dollars. They should have their technology really good. But if you were to like say live stream onto Twitter, Twitter's actually pretty good. So who knows? I'm going to say it was probably YouTube and not either one of us. Because like I used to watch a lot of live streams of Randy when Randy and I were buddies way back in the day, and he used to tell me the same thing that he was noticing the delays. Like he'd be talking and he'd be 15 seconds ahead of the audience watching like another video. Oh well. Yeah, but I was like I said, I was thinking about getting the PS5, but there isn't any game that's coming out right away that I want, and I'm not just gonna buy it just to say I have it. But I'll tell you, the Xbox Game Pass. Oh my goodness, that just pays for the whole thing itself. Like, for example, like a brand new game comes out, like you can play it on. You don't have to buy it as long as you have that Game Pass. You can play it, and if you do like it, then you guess you could buy it. Like I've been playing dozens and dozens of games. It doesn't cost me a dime. Um, my favorite was because of like, okay, the graphics aren't the best, but it was when I first came out. Matt Mania. I spent so many quarters on that. I think I found I was in grade 9, grade 10, called Matt Mania. I think I have some one video on my channel. I have that game on the PS4. I think it costs like about $2. Now you gotta understand after that, I didn't do much video games there for a while because life changed. But then when I bought PlayStation 1 and all the way up till PlayStation 4, and I played all those W whatever you call it W2K or whatever and I enjoyed those, but I don't have one that I can say that was my favorite. So I'm gonna have to say just Matt Mania. But like for example, oh, I don't know. Let me see if there's any free if there's any free. Let me see if there's any free games on here that are WWF. I know one just came out, the new one. Game Pass. Search. Excuse me. WWE 2K23. That's a new one. Yeah, they got a whole bunch of them. Huh. Yeah, those ones are pretty cool. Like ones that I like for those W2K or whatever. I only like the legends. Like, I don't like the new guys. So the only thing I enjoy is making my own character and doing whatever, or else I just like taking like a character like the classics, Macho Man, Hogan. Yeah, like I said, there was this time where I didn't like have a video game system because I was too busy doing other things, so I didn't buy one. And I think the first one I bought as a young adult, like my late teens, early 20s, was this, when it came out was the Sega Genesis. The reason I bought it was because I was at a friend's place and he had hockey, and I was just like, I think it was like NHL '94. I was like, oh my god, I got to get that, and I did. That's one thing of like I don't just like buy things left and right. But if I want something, I will get it. I'm not talking like an airplane or something, but I wanted the Corvette, I got it. I wanted fucking an Xbox X, I got it. You know, like a certain girl went at her for so long, she kind of gave in. 30 some odd years later. Yeah, but also, man, I'm not joking, man. You guys like really went overboard on the stuff you sent me. You didn't send me that much fucking shit, man. You really didn't. I wouldn't have sent you that much shit. Holy Jesus, that was a lot, man. I can't believe it. It was like I thought, like I told you at first, I thought because how heavy it was, I thought they sent me because like I just got the Xbox X like a day or two before, and I thought they sent me another one, and it was like a mistake. It was because how heavy it was, the size. I was like, carried it up, put it on the table. I was like, for fuck's sakes, did they send me another Xbox? Like I thought I had to go to the credit card and send it back to them, and it's going to be a big hassle. And I just happened to look down. I saw Cryptic Cowboy. I was like, this great big heavy thing's from fucking Bucky. Brad cow disease. Oh my god. I don't think you've ever popped. Oh, I don't know if you ever popped down here. Okay, Bucky, man. Check this guy out. This is a guy I know. He's my cousin through marriage because my aunt had sex with his uncle and they had kids. So we're like cousins through marriage. And plus, my dad uh, and him did karate together. My dad teaches karate, he's a black belt. And Brad, I don't know where you got your. I don't know, but Brad's a pretty funny guy. Hey, and also Bucky, I was telling you about Jesse Ventura. I was telling you I was going to have the art team with a Jesse Ventura voice thing there. That's the guy right here, Brad Cowdersy, that's going to do the voice. I'm going to take him out for a couple beer at the Legion, take him, my dad out, and you know, get a couple beer in him, and then I don't need him. I don't visual. I just need that voice. Brad's really good at talking like other people, and when he talks like Jesse the Body Ventura, you would swear that Jesse is in the room with you. It's amazing. Or should I call you Jesse? Brad's a fighter, like not like an actual fighter, but Brad's a trained fighter. He could. He's a real fighter. He's like 3 beers away from the UFC. Well, not the UFC, the reservation UFC or whatever. I don't know, but the nicest guy you'd ever meet, funniest guy you'd ever meet. But if you ever piss him off, fucking, he'd have you moving. Yeah, I didn't know, Brad. I didn't know how far you went and all that. I didn't know. I should have asked you that ages ago, but I know you took it pretty serious. And my dad told me one of the favorite things you ever did in karate class was when you did the Scottish fat bastard. That was his favorite. It was the Scottish fat bastard from Michael Myers there, or not Michael Myers, Austin Matthews, Austin Powers. Sorry, Austin Matthews, a hockey player. Austin Powers. Yeah, you got her, Bucky, but I got it just before you texted me. Yeah, yeah. Brad's a funny guy. Sure is. My dad will say, "Hey, Brad," but dad will say, "I saw like that you'll post stuff that's hilarious to him," but he said that he can't click like and stuff like that because he doesn't want like his like normal friends seeing that like he likes your, you know, what did the Chinese worker get for Christmas? Like the toy that he made, or what did the Chinese kid get for Christmas? The hours to work on the toy he made me. You'll have a post like that. My dad will tell me how much he thinks it was funny, but he can't click like because he doesn't want like his brother or something to see him that. Yeah, oh yeah, he really likes you. Yeah, he he just mentioned your name and he just gets a big grin. Yeah, sometime in the summer and a lot of barbecue going on and shit. You have to come popping by since you're not really that far. Come down for a pint and burger or whatever, a piece of cow meat. And you and the old man can shoot her. It's like that time at Walmart. Me and my dad at Walmart, and then bang, run into you, and then you guys get talking about fucking karate. I'm like standing there, and like 15 minutes goes by, and nobody's talking to me. And I said, like, what the hell's going on here? Like, come on. Well, I imagine Brad could probably get pretty close to Piper because he can do some pretty funny Scottish ones, like that fat bastard, that Scottish dude from fucking Austin Powers. Brad's got that one nailed. Yeah, I remember like even when you were young, like we were kids, I can't remember some of the ones you did, but you were always pretty good at fucking voice impersonations. Like, like that time I was at Dave Hogan and you were there. And you're telling me about Tiny's baseball team, but you're using the Jesse the Body Ventura voice, and you're describing the game you saw with Tiny's horrible team that lost. and you're using the Jesse Ventura voice. Dave missed it all because Dave was working. I don't even know why you were there, to be honest with you, but oh my God, was that funny. Well, there was a story that Dave Hogan told me, right? This was great. Tiny asked Dave Hogan, "Can you do a design on a shirt for me for my baseball team, the baseball team that you saw?" Dave's like, "I can do anything you want." So Tiny came over the next day. He gave Dave a shirt, a white, pure white shirt, and Dave was put the logo on it. And when you put the logo on, it's like a steam machine. Tiny gave him a shirt that Tiny must have wore for a month and didn't even and just took it off and gave it to Dave. Because Dave said when he put down the thing on the machine, the steam came up and the whole room smelled like body odor for 2 days. And he said the whole place was just like a stink bomb. Tiny got his shirt and everything, and Dave never gave him trouble or mentioned it. But Dave said to me, he's like, next time Tiny brings a shirt to me, can you tell Tiny bring me a shirt that's washed? Because he proceeded to tell me the story. Yeah, yeah, rest in peace, Tiny. But I don't know if you know Dave, well, you know him, but if you ever see him, please mention what I just told you about that story. Uh, my dad likes that one. Yeah, good old Tiny. Bum bum. Remember that one time? I know it was Jared, but we always used it for Tiny. But one time I hadn't seen you in a while, and you and I happened to be both at the lights, and I didn't know you. I didn't know that you're beside me. And you're like bum bum bum, Jared. And then I looked over to my right. You were going to look like towards Kingston, and I was going towards the Camden Road. And you're like, that's all I heard. Bum bum, Jared. Over, and there you were. I didn't know he was gay. I didn't know that, and he ended up with Mr. Lurie, the other that gay high school teacher, whatever his name was. I didn't know that. I didn't know he was gay. I didn't know. I just thought people that talk like that were because back when we were then, like gay was Steve Lindsay. I thought Jared was just awkward, and I knew that high school teacher was. If he wasn't gay, man, ooh boy, he had a few female chromosomes in him. But he was a nice guy. Yeah, Al, yeah, I had nothing against him. I knew, we all knew he was gay. I had nothing against him. That's why I don't like how, you know, people say all this stuff about me gay parades and rainbows, this and that, and people don't understand and gays aren't accepted. We grew up around like a few gays, and I don't remember anybody planning on lynching them or being mean or singling them out or doing bad stuff. So it's all a bunch of bullshit. Oh yeah, yeah. I forgot he was the wrestling coach. Yeah, he was a nice guy. I liked him. I like Jared too. I went to one day I was at a store for some reason. I can't remember. I think it was in Roblin. Oh, because Wayne Young lived there, and Jared's working in the store, and he had no hair. And he's like, "Remember me?" And you know what? I was drunk, right? You know the first thing he said when he goes, "Do you remember me?" And I said, "I did when you had hair." I can't believe I said something so mean to him. But then, and you could see what you could see the female in him. You could see I hurt him by saying that, and I didn't feel bad for about 2 years. And then one day, it just popped in my head, and I was like, "Huh, kind of an asshole." I didn't really mean that, but yeah, and because he looked so happy to see me. Remember me? Yeah, but you had hair. Mhm. Yeah, you take care, Bucky. I got to go upstairs and make supper. I'm gonna just talk to Brad for about 2 minutes. Well, 4 sips, and then I got to go up and make dinner. You know what seems to be the common thing in the last basically year is on Facebook is holy shit, people are dying. I know we do, but like I just seen a couple, like a week or so ago, it was like Brad French, College Street boy in Toronto, and then just seen a couple days ago Jimmy Brinklow died, 48 years old, heart disease. Brad, I think had something to do with his heart. Um, Crazy. Yeah, that Bucky guy, he's not bad, Brad. He's not somebody that you know Brad and Al are hanging out with, watching a western with. But if you saw him on the street, you'd pause and give him a little time. Yeah, yeah, and Jeff Clements. Oh shit, yeah, I just seen that. It's like, yeah, I think it has something to do with his heart too, wasn't it? I do believe, or maybe it was cancer. I don't know, but anyway, yeah. I wasn't really close with Jeff. Actually, he was kind of a dick to me when we were younger, but I don't hold that against him because I was kind of like a dick myself, a little mouthy. Yeah, cancer. But and adults, like I mean, I hadn't seen him since like grade 8, and I remember I saw him, when we are like 25 at the Paisley or something, and he was like, hey, Jody, how are you? I was like, hey, yeah, Jeff, I haven't seen you in a while, and how are you? And then you could tell right away it wasn't like, but I was like a dick in school. Middle school. Mike Asselstein. Yeah, the guy with the long hair, and his name, he had a whole bunch of names because his mom was married to Reg Asselstein, but then she was married. Remember, Mike had the name Michael Jackson afterwards. He had the leather jackets. He did too. Yeah, he could play guitar. Yeah, I used to hang out with Mike when we were in public school. He was really strange in a way. He didn't like very many people. Like, he could like me for a month and then not want me over for a long time, like that. Like for like 6 months, he wouldn't want nothing to do with me. So is he dead too? Did Mike die too? Oh, and speaking of, oh, yeah. Oh, okay. The last I ever saw him, he was working at that like Indian guitar shop on the 49 back in the 90s, and I've never seen him since. And speaking of mics, one time I was really bored. I don't know, a couple years ago. I didn't send him a friend request, but I was like, I'm gonna look up Mike Carter on Facebook. And I looked him up, and there he was. I didn't send him a friend request, but I saw that his only friend that I knew was Edward Bobby. And I was thinking, Edward Bobby? I don't remember too much Edward Bobby and Mike Carter. But I looked at him and he don't look like Mike Carter. Like he doesn't like you could picture how someone's grow up and look. He doesn't look. He kind of looks. He doesn't look like what I thought he'd look like. He looks kind of strange. Doesn't look like Mike at all, to me at least. Yeah, all right. I'll say goodbye to Brad here. uh, Make that food. So I'll just wait here in case you're typing something. I go make that Western omelet. Yeah, prank phone him. That was the thing of the 80s. Yeah, goddamn call display. That took us a year to work. Jerky Boys. The best. When you gave me the Jerky Boys, I was just like, it was like all the stuff that me and my friends did, but on a god level. Oh, man. Oh, no, man. You were the Rizzo. You were. If I if I could do your voices, oh boy, would I have some good tapes for you every morning, every week. High go, "Hey, Brad, listen to this." But Johnny was pretty good. I'm gonna bomb that fucking place, little Johnny Carroll. I'm gonna bomb that fucking place. Yeah, Joe Bong was great. I used to hold signs up. I used to write on piece of paper. That's how we did it. I used to hold it up because he just sat there. He didn't know nothing. I had a whole piece of paper going, "Wow, man, where's your dog?" And he'd be like, "Wow, man, where's your dog?" And then the conversation would start for a bit, right? And I could see he was losing it. So I'd hold up a piece of paper and I'd say, "What's your thoughts on cheese?" You know, that's what I keep doing. And then pull up another piece of paper. And, like, do you really think that earwax is only in your ears, man? That's it. And then it would go on. And once I'd see that they're drifting and he's just because he's going back to his own mind. What am I supposed to say now, man? Then I'd throw up another All right, man. I hate to be a dick, but I gotta go. Gotta go up there and make that fucking chow. So you have a good one. Probably talk to you on Facebook. Adios.